Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my face, my name is Cheta and I create content in Abuja, Nigeria. You are welcome. This is a place to be. Please subscribe to my channel because there's so much fun on here. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much for the love and support. See, I cannot emphasize the love I have for you guys. You guys have been helping me grow on this platform and I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, now today's video is basically how I wrote and passed the ISTQB certification. And for those who do not know what ISTQB means, ISTQB means the International Software Qualification Testing Board, basically. So if you're interested to know how I wrote and passed my ISTQB exam, please sit back and relax. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, put on the notification so that you know when I post a new video. And without plenty talk, okay, let's get right into today's video. Okay, so a little backstory, guys. For those who are new here and probably are seeing my face for the first time, I have a day job where I am a software quality assurance manager in a tech firm in Abuja, Nigeria. And I was opportune to write the ISTQB exam. Again, for those who do not know what ISTQB stands for, it means the International Software Testing Qualification Board, basically. And I wrote this exam in 2021 September, a year today, basically. Not a year today, but like almost over a year. And I want to share my experience basically and a few tips and tricks I can give you guys and tell you guys what to expect, what to look forward to, so that you do not get caught unaware. Okay, so the first thing I want to highlight is that you have to visit the ISTQB portal. Like I have entered on the screen, you visit the portal. Basically, the ISTQB portal is the site where you can see anything regarding software, the Software Testing Qualification Board, how to get certification, the tiers of exams to write, and things surrounded around things like that, basically. So when there on the website, you would find your syllabus for whatever certification you want to write, your exam structure, your exam questions, and basically your study materials and everything regarding the exam you want to write. So you would see all of this information ranging from the study materials, the exam structure, that's like the pass mark for the exam, the information regarding the exam, the syllabus for you to read, and all information, basically your study material. You will find it on that same website. Okay, now once you get on that website, you will see a variety of exams to write. You can choose between all of the tiers. So like I said, there's the foundational level and there are so many tiers. There's the software test manager, there's the software test there's the automated testing certification, there is the maybe performance testing certification. There are so many certifications on there, so you choose the one you want to write. However, I recommend that if you have not taken the foundational level exam, you should take it, because any other exam you are taking, you are not unable to get your certification because you do not have the foundational level certification. So you need to write the foundational level certification in order to get your certificate for whatever other tiers of exam you are about to write. Then you find exam providers in your country, so you can filter by what country you are. I am in Nigeria and there are a number of variety of exam providers in Nigeria. If you are in other countries, you impute your country and find exam providers in your country. For myself, I chose the ISTQA, and the ISTQA stands for Association for Testing and Software Quality Assurance. Is an exam provider here in Nigeria, and I used them to actually register for my exam, basically. Then when I found them, I had to sign up on their portal, and then I made payments. After making payments, or rather I think I scheduled before making payment. No, I think I paid before scheduling. So I paid for the exam, then I chose my day and time, my center, all of those things, scheduled all the information I needed to schedule. And then I think it's also important for me to point out that you can write the exam at home or in an accredited center around you. I am in Abuja. I chose to write it in an accredited center because I didn't want stories. I mean, some people write it from home with good internet and everything, but me, I wanted to write it from an accredited center, so I chose an accredited center. For those in Abuja, I stay within town, so I chose the accredited center, Global Institute of Learning. It's just opposite Finance, Ministry of Finance. So for those that are in Abuja, Nigeria, you would know where this is basically. That's where I chose, and then all you need to do is pay your money. As at the time when I wrote, it was $229, which is an equivalent of today's current rate, 162,519 naira. But it was a lot cheaper than when I wrote it last year because the dollar rate has increased. So basically, you pay, you schedule your exam, you choose your center, whether you want it at home or in a center, then you pick the center, your time, your date, and then you go for your exam. It's as simple and straightforward as can be, basically. However, there are some tips and some things I think you need to know, both either before writing the exam and after the exam, basically. So before writing the exam, I think I would say, like I said before, you should begin with the foundational level exam. It's very important. Like I said, there are so many tiers, but begin with the foundational level, because once you have your foundational level certificate, I think any other tier you're writing afterwards, you can always get your certificate immediately. But without the foundational level certificate, you have to write whatever specialist exam you're writing or whatever tier you're writing, and then you have to still write your foundational level certificate to be able to get both certificates, basically. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean. Then another thing is, for the foundational level exam, which is what I've written, I'll recommend that you study. Do not read, please. Study, like study the material, the syllabus, at least 2 times. Like study the syllabus at least 2 times. I studied it for like 3 times, but I would recommend that you study it for at least 2 times, basically. Then another thing is, do not focus on dumps. See, if you want to study dumps from the angle of you want to just acquire additional knowledge, but do not rely on dumps, because trust me, the only past question that can help you for the ISTQB exam is the past question on their website. Basically, these past questions, these are what will help you, and I think there are about 2 or 3, not sure, but that is what will really help you. But for dumps, if you want to study dumps for additional information, you can, but relying on dumps is a no-no. Do not do that, okay? The next thing here is, for the foundational level exam, you are given 40 questions, and out of that 40 questions, it's expected that you pass 26 of the questions, right? That is about 65% pass mark for you to be successful in the exam. So you have to score at least 65 over 100 or get at least 26 over 40 in your exams, basically. Yeah, so the percentage is at least 65% and above. For the answers and marks, you have to get at least 26 over 40. I scored 85 over 100, basically. So yeah, that's to show you that from 65 and above, you're good to go, okay? Then also, I'd really like to recommend, there's this guy I met on YouTube. He has his YouTube channel where he's a really certified ISTQB, I think, consultant. I can't really pronounce his name, but I'll put it on the screen and also add a link in this video. He was a very, very huge influence in my examination. So I was struggling with some of the calculations and understanding some of the things I read in the syllabus, but going to his channel, he broke them down to the basic level for you to get better understanding. So I highly recommend this guy. He's an Indian. I can't pronounce him. I don't want to mutilate his name, so I'm just going to leave it on the screen, and I'll highly recommend him to anybody who wants to take any of the ISTQB certifications. So he has a playlist for each of the certifications and has a number of videos in each playlist. That's from your first chapter to your from the first chapter to the end of the book. Basically, he will review, he will teach you in a more in-depth way, and I really recommend him because he helped me out on my own journey. The next thing I wanted to talk about is you need to be aware that you'll be checked in. You will be checked in, so that we need to validate that you are the actual person using a valid ID from yourself. So you have to be checked into this before your exam to confirm that it's actually that, like, there's no foul play is the person that registered that is actually writing. A valid ID is used to confirm your information before you even begin the exam process. So have that at the back of your mind, okay? And without that, you can't even take the exam. So if you're not confirmed to be a valid person, you can't write the exam, just so you guys know. Another thing is that throughout your writing the exam, there's going to be a camera setup, so someone is literally watching you, and if they notice any foul play, like you're doing anything you're not supposed to be doing, they can automatically end your exam or disqualify you from writing the exam. So be aware. Nevertheless, do not be tense. When I went to write the exam, that camera really triggered me. I felt like, oh, any little move they will just come at me, but trust me, it wasn't that way. I was really tense because of the camera and because of everything. Like, I was agitated, but after the first 10 minutes I realized that it's not that intense, so I just settled in and wrote my exams calmly without over processing and overthinking. So be aware that there's going to be a camera watching you while you write your exam, but do not be worried as per there's something wrong, like they're going to be very intense. If you move a bit, they're already disqualifying you or ending your exam. Don't be scared, just calm down, take a deep breath, chill out, okay? It's not that intense, all right? Okay, so another thing that scared me in the exam hall was the fact that I didn't know that once you've answered a question and moved to the next question, you can always go back and change your answers. I thought once you've moved. But as I started writing the exam, I saw that you can always go back, change your answers up until your final submission. So until you submit your entire exam, you can always go back, make adjustments, and come back and continue. So have that at the back of your mind. Do not be scared. Like, for my first question, I was so scared. It literally took me almost 10 minutes to submit because I'm like, God, are you sure? You know, when you move past this, that. But then when I submitted and I saw that, oh, you can go back, I was so worried, basically. And then that was because I didn't read the instructions properly. So before you start, read your instructions properly so you have an idea of anything. You can also ask the person that is there as your as the person monitoring you as you write the exam, any question you would like to ask the person. But have it at the back of your mind that you can move and go back and change up until you make your final submission. The next thing I want to talk about is that your result comes immediately. So as soon as you click submit, your result is coming back. Like, it's a computer-based exam. Your result is not like it's going to take you 2 hours or 3 hours or 1 day. Your result is coming back instantly. So know that. So immediately I submitted, I already seen that I scored 85% as I was, because once you submit, it processes, then it returns your result and tells you you passed, you failed. So immediately it told me, and I was relieved because, God, it was a lot for me. So have that at the back of your mind. So your certificate comes within 24 to 48 hours after writing your exam. So you get your result, but then your certificate comes within 24 to 28 hours of writing that exam. And like I've said in my previous video where I talked about my reality in the tech space, I will link it in this video. See, this certifications does wonders. It helps. Like, if you know anybody that is thinking, oh, should I write it, should I not write it, is it worth it? It is worth it. If you can take it, especially if you want to build a career in software testing. Like, you need to take this certification. It's a must write for everybody that wants to build a career in software testing, because it makes you a lot more relevant, professional, certified, and all of that, basically. So I think that's about all I wanted to tell you guys about my experience taking the ISTQB certification in Nigeria and how I wrote and passed it. If there's any further information you would need from me, please let me know in the comment section below. Ask your questions below. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this. You guys should help me grow my channel, okay? Like this video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not. Please subscribe and share this video with your friends, because you don't know who might need this information. Basically, maybe someone trying to build a career in software testing, or someone who has started out and is looking for ways to make themselves more relevant in the field. Basically, let me know your thoughts with regards to this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.